Alrighty. I decided we need to catch up because I went further on Kick with this game. So I thought I need to really catch up on this one on YouTube. So let's get started. Oops, I didn't want to go to Steam. I meant to go to my thing. Let's play. We're going to load game. Go here. Left. YouTube. Load. Alrighty, welcome back. Let's get started. I forgot to post a YouTube video today, and today is supposed to post on YouTube. So I do apologize, I haven't posted.
Minrathous, the heart of Tevinter. Somehow the beat of it always pulls me back.
It's just how I left it.
It always is.
Do the Shadow Dragons know we're here?
Nev Gallus! You only turn up when you want news. Or you've got some.
Tarquin!
And it's Rook now, I hear.
Tarquin?
I thought you'd be gone for good.
How are things?
Same old Minrathous. Major's not letting us poor, ungifted wretches forget where we stand. You know the Viper.
It's a pleasure.
It's always an honor to stand beside a legend.
That's gonna go straight to his head.
You'll keep me humble.
So why the meeting? Is this about your work with Varric?
Something terrible got loose when we disrupted Solus's ritual. A pair of elven gods.
Gods?
They blighted a village in Arlathan, Demeter's Crossing.
There are venatory whispers about that place. Now we know why.
What's been happening in the city?
Underground sacrifices, dangerous relics flooding the black market. The cults gathering power.
They ain't only the good ones. What relics?
Relics? What kind?
We were tracking a set of red lyrium relics before you got here. Smuggled in recently.
They enhance blood magic and can summon demons far too easily. We destroyed one and tore another off a slaver.
We think the third's right here in Docktown.
Docktown's my home. If it's got problems and I'm here, I can track this faster than anyone in the city.
Not alone, I'll help.
Hold on. I'm happy to help.
It's fine. I can catch up with you.
We don't know where the gods are or what they're doing. We're here for help. It's fair I give some in return.
The relics don't play nice with the Veil, and they resonate with each other. We destroyed the lyrium in the last one we found, but it should still track the third.
Give it to me. I'll get it done.
We'll keep eyes on the Venatori. If there's a tie to these elven gods, we'll find it. And welcome home, Rook. Try not to get yourself run out of the city again.
Ready for a tour of Docktown? Stick with me.
The relic the Viper gave us responds to the missing one.
And it is. It should pick up places where the missing relic disrupted the Veil. Find a trail of those and we'll get somewhere.
Hi, doggy.
So you live in Docktown?
My whole life. Unless I'm away on a case. Or crashing in the Fade.
Harding said the Archon's palace shot at you last time you were here. And now we're chasing a dangerous relic through the streets.
And people wonder why I never get sleep.
I felt bad like kids in this game because it's like so scary.
Aha! The relic's pulling toward the Temple of Andraste.
The demons, they...
What happened?
Just look down, sir.
Locked. We need another way in.
Right. On it.
We're breaking into a chantry?
We broke into a prison.
Is this what you do for the Shadow Dragons? When you aren't with us?
I look for things. People, objects, information. People have problems that Templars and Magisters can't help. Or won't. Word got out I might. It's enough to live on. If it doesn't get me killed.
So I like to look around. It's like so pretty. There's homes up there. That seems scary.
Bodies. In the courtyard.
Stay sharp.
Oh, Jesus. Oh my God, he scared me too.
Killed. Based on the marks, I'd say demons.
Definitely.
I'm stepping on it.
Demons. Is the relic's work?
It's not a coincidence. The relic we're chasing, it's unstable.
Where it moves, chaos follows.
This isn't the only market left on the Veil. I can feel it. Find that, and we may get more.
Is this what we're after?
Let me take a look. You bet.
Relic. Courtyard. Back way.
What was that?
It's a remnant. An echo from the Fade drawn to magical disruptions. If the relic drew it here, the voice could be a memory of the smuggler. Courtyard's quiet, fewer eyes, so you cut through here, where there's a path to the market. Follow me. Couldn't escape the demons. If there's family or a friend, I can track them down later. Make sure they know. Enchantment on the entrance. I can get it. All right, follow me. You know, I took this job. It's on me. And the Venatori cult's no joke. If anyone wants out...
Stopping Venatori is both our jobs.
And my specialty.
Well, there's something to have in common.
You think he's acting different?
The relic was close. Find another remnant and we might learn more.
Up there. Is that another remnant?
That should be no problem.
There's always a way to get places.
A lot on display. Nice target for thieves.
If a stand's not being watched, could be they have a nasty spell to ward you off.
Of course.
Almost there. Remnants ahead. Here goes nothing.
Handoff. Third bell. Late.
Bells ring when ships go in and out. Could be using them for timing, near the docks. I think our smuggler's on a deadline. The relic's pull agrees. Let's visit the docks.
Paintings, tapestries, floor coverings, beautify any space.
Hey there. Hi. My shop's pretty new, but I've got armor, clothing. Come, take a look. We'll get you something just right.
Thank you.
Demons in the streets tonight. Elevator's locked. Someone forgot to bribe the dockmaster. Still up for a walk? This isn't the only way to the docks.
Food later?
Oh, yes, please.
All right, through here. I've got this.
I'm guessing you know all the shortcuts in Lockdown. All its secrets?
No. If someone thinks they know all Ducktown secrets, they're either kidding themselves or scamming you.
They were back asking questions. Wanted to know what it is. I haven't seen none of black market.
Come on, this path will swing back to the docks.
Oh, God. Damn it. Ooh, I actually like that.
More demons.
Not for long. Look right!
Oh, nice.
Shot.
The longer that relic's in Dogtown,
These are my neighbors. That relic won't stay in my town.
This city hasn't changed.
You spent time here?
Before, yes. For a while. Though not in Dogtown.
Oh, you got the fancy targets.
I'm very expensive.
Hi, kitty. Oh, I heard that little cute purr.
Demons? Are they surprised? Might be any good away. Not when it bruises. Only have to take the night off. Streets ain't safe tonight. You think he's gonna take the house?
Venatori? You're serious?
Cult's getting bold again. What can I get for you? Some grub? Some grog? Always a pleasure to serve.
Home sweet home. Enjoying the tour? We're getting closer. Got it.
Soon, the buyer. Meeting.
Right, a meeting, but where? The trail's starting to fray.
Wrong turn. Nice. Shouldn't it belong to the Venatori?
not a chance.
That's got it. Oh, looks like we have company.
Is everyone all right? Nev, you're back in the city.
Templarana Savas. Don't say you missed me.
I wasn't going to.
Really? Because I heard there's a relic loose. With red lyrium?
How do you... Never mind. You can't say. You never can.
Rook, meet my friend Rana. At least I think we're friends.
Yes, and Rook, if you're with Nev, I take it I can trust you?
Of course.
I'd like to think so.
All right. If you have anything on the relic,
You're on the case?
it's my job to stop illegal magic.
You're working this alone?
Not if you help. There's a rumor the relic trades hands tonight, and Albin Bataris is the buyer.
A Magister's son. Interesting. I should get moving.
Nev,
We'll stop the deal.
Don't worry. We won't stop until this whole thing's settled.
that's,
Look, you're busy. We just got attacked, which means you won't leave until you're sure no one else is lurking around.
and you won't wait.
What can I say? Work to do.
Where are you going?
For a walk to the spillway.
I'll catch up when I'm done.
If you say so. Our trail is frayed, but the spillway's our best bet. Let's go.
Rana's not a shadow dragon. So you work with Templars too?
Rana's clean and her information's good. The rest? Only when I have to.
And the spillway?
Rana mentioned Albin Bataris, and she doesn't share rumors unless they're likely. Albin's father oversaw some construction there. If he's visiting...
I'll be right back. I'm back. Sorry, it's just my cat needs to be fed or whatever.
A barrier. They don't want people getting near the deal. Find the unshielded crystals and we're through.
That's one down.
Must be one left. That's it. We can cut through the barrier now. We need to keep moving. Voices. There's someone up ahead.
Albin Bataris, your relic.
Gods rise and power with them. For the glory of Tevinter reborn.
Albin's our buyer, and a Venatori. Sounds like the cult is working for the gods.
You're supposed to wait.
Just a taste of that power.
He's using it now? Move! We need to get closer. We can't let it block.
We have our relic buyer.
The Venatori don't need that relic.
You're here to stop me. You can't stop the Venatori. This power
will what? Risen God, can you be
They're outraged. The Venatori's power is on the rise, and this part's mine.
You'll die here, Venatori.
I might have questions for him.
Fine.
Snipers!
How's that? Smuggler. I know you. You're part of the Thread Crime Syndicate. Smuggling, sure. But red lyrium. Working with Venatori. It's not your style.
Here they are. My son is no cultist. He was completely misled. We appreciate your help, Knight Commander. Let's go.
Nice try. The Venatori rise.
You know he's guilty. How much did it cost the Magister?
Watch it, Gallus, or you'll be charged.
With what? I tie something up and you undo it. Isn't this familiar?
Save the sob story. We got the smuggler. Or do you want Bataris to release her, too?
I'll find a way to fix this.
Damn it.
This is why we're here.
People like Bataris. It's why the city needs us.
Yeah.
At least we stopped the literal demons.
We did. And we got the relic and the smuggler. The shadows will watch the cult. If that leads to the gods, they'll send word. Count your wins, Rook. We both know they don't come easy.
It wasn't a perfect ending, but Docktown was safe. From tonight's demons, anyway. Nev's past was coming back to haunt her.
She just didn't know it yet.
I should see what Nev has to say.
The fires are lit.
The Shadow Dragons have a hideout in Docktown. We should check in, see if there's news on the Venatori.
Already?
They work fast, and with that relic case off their hands, they'll work even faster. Meet you in Docktown.
Oh, jeez.
Fewer people than I expected. Let's find Asher.
Asher?
The Viper. He prefers to be called Asher in private. Said I could tell you.
Trouble in the Anvalanim. Darkspawn.
But those tunnels are safe passage for...
I know. We've had to close that entrance.
We can help. We've recently had to deal with Blight. Those Darkspawn have to be destroyed before they get out into the city.
If you get through, signal the all clear at the hidden door.
Raining again.
I once heard that it is all the magic that keeps the Archon's palace floating messes.
This is troubling. Darkspawn in the city.
And in one of the worst places. The Shadows rely on those tunnels to rescue people. The Anvalanim should have an entrance this way. The passage is hidden by a wall carving. Venatori. Why are they so close and sharp?
It cannot be possible.
There's a problem.
There. Is that the wall carving you mentioned?
That's the one. There's a switch behind the serpent's head on the left.
Got it.
Like the ossuary, but without the view.
Don't like the sound of that. Can't get through here. But we've got to clear the obstacle somehow. Did it? We can get through now.
I hate tunnels. Let's kill those shadow dragon rats so I can leave this place.
Here we go.
Then down here with us. Get them on it.
Give me a minute.
Reinforcements. We can't let them reach the Shadow Dragon hideout. Even more Venatori? It's still blocked. There's another boil somewhere.
Those Darkspawn and Venatori were on the same side.
I know, and that worries me. At least that seems to be the last of them.
It should be safe for the shadows to use the entrance again.
Let's find it and tell them to open up.
Sorry, just ignore my allergies.
There it is. The hidden entrance back into the shop.
It's Rook. All clear down here.
Nice work. I'll get the door.
How do the Venatori even know about the shop? Isn't it supposed to be secret?
We help the people in Dogtown. They know where we are. Someone might have talked about the shop. People spreading rumors, that's easy to handle. But Darkspawn, that's different.
You really saved our skins there, Rook. Those Darkspawn could have destroyed us.
It wasn't just Darkspawn. Venatori were there too, and they weren't fighting each other.
How is that possible? Darkspawn attack all living things.
Darkspawn are blighted. If the gods control the blight, they might control the Darkspawn.
That's really worrying.
Yeah, I don't like the sound of that.
The Venatori could have magic that protects them, or worse, they could be allied somehow.
If you're looking for answers about the Venatori, I may have a lead. A warehouse on the other side of the city. Lots of cult activity. And some of them were spotted heading towards a shop. Could be a coincidence, or it could be something more.
It's worth a look.
Agreed. Rook?
Let's go.
One day
Nice to see the Vipers still making waves around the city.
He made his name freeing slaves and supporting their rebellions. He won't stop until slavery ends in
What's the
Tevinte.
point of having horses in a game if you can't ride them?
So the Viper's real name is Asher?
A middle name. He calls himself Viper for first impressions, or so he says.
What do you mean?
Asher just doesn't have the same impact, does it?
Locked. There has to be another way in.
Got company.
I'll make this quick.
Moving before more of them come crawling out. Lots of Venatori. We must be close. That's all the Venatori guarding the place. Right. Here's our way in.
I know a Venatori ritual when I hear one, and I know they hate being interrupted.
Darkspawn.
How?
We stop them, then we figure it out. Not in my city.
That's all of the Darkspawn and Venatori. Let's search the place and figure out what they were doing. This note. Knight Commander Lenos of the Minrathous Templars is being paid off by Venatori.
Damn it.
Look at this. Draining into the tunnels below the city, perhaps.
One more way, the Venatori released blight into our...
The gods gave them...
I like that.
Venatori a relic they can use to control Darkspawn.
Actually, I didn't want you to be someone. I want you to hide.
This explains the Darkspawn we keep finding in the catacombs.
At least they don't know where the Shadow Dragons are. Exactly.
Hey, Rook. Everything all right in there? Thought I'd see if you needed help. Did you find anything in there?
The risen gods taught the Venatori how to control Darkspawn. Explains why the hideout was attacked.
We found documents from the Knight Commander. I knew he was crooked. I didn't think he was actually a Venatori.
Let's head back to the shop. We'll discuss things there.
managed to catch the stragglers fleeing the warehouse.
They'll think twice before coming back here. What else did you find?
The Venatori serve Elganon and Gillinane like we thought. They gave the cult control over Darkspawn.
Great. Sounds like the Venatori are going to be even more trouble.
I'm here to help.
Is there something I can do? The Risen Gods are my responsibility too.
It's good that you're back. You know more about the Risen Gods than anyone. Not surprising, since you technically set them loose in the first place.
Now, let's not dwell on past mistakes. The cult has its hooks deep in the city. Venatori backers sit in the Magisterium chambers, and now they wield power given to them by the gods. We'll have to get along if there's any chance of surviving this.
May, what are you doing here? You promised you'd lay low.
Tried it, didn't much care for it.
Hi, I'm Rook.
Nice to meet you. I'm Rook.
There's trouble in Minrathis, Venatori and Risen Gods. Rook's helping us with it. Mayvaris is one of the Shadow Dragon leaders.
Mayvaris Talani, formerly Magister Mayvaris Talani, at your service.
Wait, formerly?
My enemies conspired to have my magisterium seat stripped from me. We can talk about it later, if you want. My concerns feel petty when stacked against Risen Gods. The Shadow Dragons have a lot to discuss, but you, Rook, are expected at the Swan.
Me? The Cobbled Swan? Why?
The First Warden is here to speak with you.
The First Warden? Let's hope we actually get some help with the Blight.
Come back when you can. I think we'll need your help again.
I know someone in the area who's keeping watch. Find him in the library.
I don't know if I really want to change it, because it's going to make me low. Okay, never mind, it won't bring me low.
Say you're looking for Ferdinand Genetivi's book on Orlais.
They're telling us to watch out for dogs.
Hello.
Welcome to the shop. I'm Lorelei. Anything you need, just ask. Come back anytime.
Keep him busy?
I'm chasing a fraudulent enchantment scheme. It's harmless until the buyer thinks they're immortal.
So, hiring the demon of Virantium was your suggestion.
It was a possible lead.
Oh!
We need to close it.
Time to end this. Now's your chance!
Please, go on. So, hiring the demon of Virantium was your suggestion.
It was a possible lead. Finding things and tracking Venatori. That's what I'm here for.
After all the jobs I did in Rathis, the last thing I expected was a Devinter mage to be involved in breaking me out. Never mind two of them.
Well, good. I hate for assassins to find me predictable.
Rumored resistance group affront. Aspirations of hostile takeover.
Hi, kitty. Kitty cat. So cute, 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 cute.
Did the Magisterium explain why?
I am Jowin Glastrom, First Warden and Supreme Commander of Weishaupt. I received word of your team's request for Grey Warden assistance after an incursion of the Blight at Demeter's Crossing. You're a shadow dragon, I hear. A criminal organization of Tevinter insurgents. I was not surprised to learn that you are wanted for numerous offenses, including theft, murder, and wanton destruction of property.
Some wardens are criminals.
I hear the Grey Wardens take in criminals. Thieves, murderers, and... oh, probably vandals too. I'd wager I'm in good company.
Fine. All I want to know is how a Minrathous crook unleashed the Blight.
I say unleashed.
I think unleashed is a little strong. It was an unfortunate side effect.
The Blight was a side effect.
Yes, of stopping the Dreadwolf, elven god of lies, from destroying the Veil. We did stop him, by the way. You're welcome.
I did not come here to listen to fairy tales. I am here because of the Blight.
This is real.
It's no fairy tale. When we stopped Solus, something got out. According to the Veil Jumpers, it was the elven gods, Elganon and Gillenane. And they're not just evil. They're blighted. The point is that the gods are making the Blight worse. Demeter's Crossing was just the start. That's why we need the Grey Wardens.
It is clear that whatever you did to unleash the Blight has corrupted your already weak mind.
Okay, wait.
You will be taken to Weishaupt and placed under heavy guard until the danger you caused by unleashing the Blight passes.
Think again.
That's not gonna happen.
I assure you, it will.
We don't have time to fight. I need Grey Wardens marching with me, not at me. That's the only way we have a chance to stop the gods and the Blight.
Let me tell you something about the Blight. It is evil, it is implacable, and above all, it is predictable. The Blight has not changed in over 1,000 years. The Grey Wardens will defeat it, as they always do. And we will do so without you causing confusion with your deranged conspiracy theories. I suggest you come along quietly.
Adamant Fortress 941, Dragon. The Grey Wardens attempted to raise an army of demons. Hardly the models of good judgment yourselves, are you?
Everyone knows Warden Commander Clarel acted alone at Adamant Fortress.
Acted alone, you say? Imagine if everyone were to see the letter I discovered where you authorize her actions. I wonder how that might complicate the narrative.
Are you prepared to risk the security of the Grey Wardens for this deluded girl?
You may be surprised to learn that I care very little about the security of the Grey Wardens.
Stay away from the Blight, and do not pester the Grey Wardens with any more of your nonsense.
He seems upset. Was it something I said?
Magister Parvus, your timing is impeccable.
Well, a flawless entrance, I'd say.
Thanks for the rescue. I don't think I could have survived a Grey Warden prison.
A mutual friend thought you might require some support.
Maevaris Talani, of the Shadow Dragons.
The very same.
You're a Shadow Dragon agent?
I've heard other Shadows talk about you, but your relation to us was never entirely clear to me. You one of us, or just a powerful ally?
That depends on your point of view. Perhaps you've heard of the Lucerni.
Lightbringers. A political faction pushing for change in Tevinter.
Started by Maevaris and I, yes. After she was framed for treason, the faction was dissolved, ostensibly. Maevaris Talani is not a woman who surrenders easily. She just took the Lucerni underground.
Oh, bring the light.
She protected me. Kept my name spotless so I could remain in the Magisterium as her eyes and ears. So, one of you, or just an ally? Which do you think?
I think we made an enemy.
I think we made an enemy of the First Warden today. Well, more you than me. He just thinks I'm a dangerous idiot.
Ha! Enemy? I've ignored greater men. No Grey Warden worth the name sits in a Menrathus lounge sipping wine. You need the Wardens? Look for the ones out there fighting the Blight. In the meantime, the Shadow Dragons will keep a close watch on the Venatori. Good luck. I'm sure we'll see each other again soon.
Only the veil stood between us and a world of blighted darkness. But on this side, the gods could only tap a trickle. They had to turn that trickle into a flood. They sure could have used Solus's dagger to rip open the Fade. But some foolish mortal had taken it. So, they'd have to create a dagger of their own. Drowning the world in blight was just a matter of time.
I need to talk to Varric.
Dumat's breath. I wasn't expecting to see the servants of the
Docktown's never short on nightlife, is it?
It's when the streets are most alive. And when I'm likely working.
The nightlife was always more Hilario's thing. He said I should get out more. Fulfilling Crow contracts didn't count. Get ready. So, you're not sure you can trust me, but it was your idea to hire me.
I made the suggestion. Rook made the call. Why? Are you worried I have ulterior motives? That I planted the idea in Rook's head for my own ends?
That wasn't where this was going.
Really? Because I'd have questions. A Tevinter mage breaks a demon-possessed assassin out of prison.
Jesus.
What's her angle?
Mierda. And people say I'm overly suspicious.
Why does everyone call him the Viper?
John.
A candle hop. They carry messages through the city.
The door just scared me.
You had me followed. Inquired about me. I needed...
The spirits are returning.
They should be safe now, with the defenders on alert.
Places between.
There you are. I haven't seen much of you lately. I was getting worried. Everything all right? Wait, that dagger. I've seen it before.
Solus was using it at the ritual site.
No, before that. Shit, it can't be. Look at it, Rook.
It hurt Hardy somehow.
I have. Plenty. Ever since it hurt Harding.
That blighted chunk of lyrium is what started all this. In more ways than one. If I hadn't found it in the deep roads. You remember the story. One carved idol of red lyrium made its way to the surface and all hell broke loose.
It can't be the same one, can it?
Oh, look at it. It's changed, but it's the same size. Same ring at the top. Not to mention, it's pure lyrium. No one, not even the dwarves in Orzammar, work pure lyrium like that. It's too dangerous.
If that's true, if this dagger is the red lyrium idol from your story, how did Solus cleanse it of the blight?
I have no idea. I can't believe you found it.
Oh, hey, Rook. I'm not interrupting anything, am I?
What Hardy am I talking to? No, go ahead. You're looking better.
You seem a little more comfortable with your new abilities. How are you feeling?
Things are weird, but I'm adjusting, I think. That's not what I came in here for, though.
All right, Harding. What's on your mind?
So, the Wardens. I know some. A married couple Varric and I met while we were tracking Solus.
I'd almost forgot about that. I really am getting too old for this shit.
You think they'll talk to us? After the first warden and everything?
It's worth a try. I can write them and hope.
Okay. Let's see who's in our corner.
So, Scout Harding glows now? Is that a thing everyone's doing, or just her?
The fires are lit.
already. Just upgrade my stuff. Let's change the party for now. We'll take Hardy and her.
The dock's been fixed. The caretaker must be regaining control of the crossroads. Are you one spirit who moves around, or different spirits who all look the same?
As needed, Dweller.
Right.
Onward, Dweller.
Cold. I felt it the moment the boat docked.
That's the Fade going right to your bones.
Dog spawn! Let's clear them out.
That's a problem.
The dog spawn are here. The blight on this island must be running wild.
Just have to deal with it.
I'm not gonna put it on so I know it.
What's this? It looks like an entryway.
Do Templars really not have authority over mages in Tevinter? What happens if there's blood magic? What do they do?
Depends on the Templar. Depends on who's bought their loyalty.
What do you do when the authorities can't be trusted to do the right thing?
That's how I keep busy. We're not alone.
And another Venerel altar.
I keep expecting one of the floorboards to break.
Let's not linger here. Wait, what happened? This doesn't feel like the Fade. More like a dream. Or...
What did I just do?
Andaran Atishan, Lassa Gilan. Spirits, Fade friends, come forth. Enter the circle. Reveal yourselves.
Solus? Is that him?
Or a spirit posing as him.
Spirits, the Dread Wolf asks for your assistance on a crucial mission.
Does he think I'm one of these spirits?
The false gods, the Evanuris, have overreached. I shall humble them. Within their citadel lies a relic, with the power to imprison even a god. With it, I can bring their tyranny to an end, forever.
You are spirits of chaos, disorder, and disruption. We ask you to disrupt the Citadel's defenses. Give us the opening to get that relic. For freedom!
This is a memory. We're seeing the past when Solus sent this spirit army against the gods. If we're spirits of disruption, let's act like it.
I've been called disruptive a time or two.
Spirits! How did the wolf call off so many? Memories are real enough to sting. Okay. We're through. The gods told us this fortress couldn't be breached!
I don't know what the heck I just did, but
More enemies. Go! They bring the strength of the Fade! They're almost through to their citadel. The Evanuris know it.
They've changed their plans. Elganon may be a tyrant, but he is not a fool. That means the relic is genuine. We are close, and Elganon is afraid. Put our strongest in the vanguard. Prepare to breach the citadel. It will not be easy, but we shall win the day.
Disruption, lead the charge and do what you do best. Whatever champions the gods send against you, bring them down.
More of them.
Death to all tyrants!
Reinforcements! We need more reinforcements!
You must hold fast!
The gods send aid! Just as far as you go!
when I go live on Kick again, I'm gonna have to come back to this area.
Disruption fought to the last, and it was all for nothing. We couldn't take the Citadel.
Wait, that body's me?
It was not for nothing, my friend. The distraction the spirits gave us allowed our agents to retrieve the relic.
Distraction?
No force could have breached their citadel. But it was necessary for the enemy to believe we were committed. A heavy sacrifice, but one that gave us a real chance to end the war.
You knowingly sent all those spirits to their deaths. Solus, we're supposed to be better than that.
They died true to their nature, doing what they loved, Falasan. Let that be a comfort. But this war did not corrupt them into something different from what they were supposed to be.
A ruse. That's all it was. By this point, Solus didn't care who he sacrificed if it meant stopping the Evanuris.
Maybe they would have volunteered to die for his cause, but he never asked.
Memory sort of condensed into that statuette. Maybe there's more to this.
Okay, I'm just glad I just got that done. Because, wow. Sorry everyone, I did not actually do that. Let's just get back to the mission. I didn't know you can actually go through that. Start quest.
Wardens Evka and Antoine answered our letter. They're willing to talk.
In the middle of nowhere?
Where the first warden won't notice. But if they don't listen...
Your distraction worked. Could have said it when we were farther away.
Désolé, I didn't say it was a good plan. Ah, you made it! Harding, we meet again.
Antoine, Evka, you look well.
And you must be Rook. Heard some colorful things about you.
Thanks for showing up.
I know, but you showed up anyway.
Well, your letter was desperate.
Harding?
What? Aren't we desperate?
Let's hear what you've got to say.
The elven gods are changing the blight. Darkspawn too. There was a village, Demeta's Crossing. They overran it with the blight in a snap. We saw the aftermath.
Whatever they're planning, it's bad. And if it involves the blight, we need warden help.
A change. Manipulation. That could explain. But...
You believe me?
That the elven gods are here, and it's a lot to accept. But we've been looking into oddities with the blight ourselves. It's altered. I can feel it. And your story...
A lot lines up.
Please, we want to help.
Whatever you've heard from the First Warden, we're trying to help.
Yeah, we're getting that.
If the First Warden believes that village was an aberration, or that it did not happen as you say...
We're not exactly the First Warden's favorites. Your word and our theories won't win the whole order.
So what do we do?
If the Darkspawn are changing, Davern might help. Even among wardens, he's known as a monster hunter. He got pulled on a mission. Not sure what, but it's farther into the mountains. We can get you a rough location.
I married someone with good advice. You find Davrin, and we'll keep after the blight.
I appreciate this.
Thank you. Both of you.
You can thank us if this works out.
Travel safely. We'll be in touch.
Well, I'd say we found the camp. So did some Darkspawn, looks like.
The fire's still going.
Were they ambushed?
Easy, boy.
You Griffin.
I'll be damned. A griffin.
Trouble is, he's not sure what you are. Neither am I.
Rook. Evka and Antoine sent us. We're looking for Davrin.
You found him. Mind telling me why you smell like darkspawn? Griffins hunt darkspawn.
We're trying to help.
You've got bigger problems than us. We found blight on the tent.
What? Where are Lancet and Remy?
The camp was empty when we got here.
Hassan, to the trees!
We can help.
Try to keep up.
Okay, it did not bring me down, so that's good.
He's got a scent. Follow the squawks.
I thought griffins were extinct.
We want the world to think that. It's why we're training in the middle of nowhere. Hassan, don't get too far ahead.
That kinda sounded like a no.
If he even listens, has a mind of his own. He spotted something.
Darkspawn.
Dead darkspawn. These are part of the training.
Hassan was half right.
There's no time for half wrong. Hassan, we're looking for live darkspawn.
He understands.
Not sure he understands anything but dinner. Keep on it, Hassan. They're around here somewhere.
Wait, there's something up there. Ooh.
How do we get up that?
Griffins have been training for this sort of thing. Let's see if Hassan was paying attention. Hassan, hit that!
That's impressive. You teach him that?
No, Lancet and Remy did. They're the Griffin Whisperers.
So you're the bodyguard?
Griffins are the Warden's greatest legacy. Hold up. There's... Let's get in there.
I hate fighting darkspawn. Something in me just recoils from them.
That's why it's a job for professionals. Remy, where are you?
Remy, where are you hurt?
Everywhere. A monster came out of nowhere. Darkspawn were following it. Lancet ran ahead.
It's back?
Davrin, remember. A light touch. Hassan's still learning.
You're the trainer.
Not anymore.
We have to keep going. Let's get through here. Those two statues are the spare key. Line up the symbols.
What did you mean by it's back?
Something's stalking Grey Wardens. We call it the Gloom Howler. I'm hunting it. Started happening 7, 8 months ago. Darkspawn obeyed. There's some kind of hold over them. Hassan, on me! No time for hide and seek, Hassan. This is real.
Hassan. Is that Elvin?
It's Elvin for Arrow. Elvie grows into it.
More Darkspawn here.
Lancet's trying to stop the Gloom Howler. It's going after the other Griffins.
There are other Griffins?
Whole family. Hassan's brothers and sisters.
The bridge is out.
This place is falling apart. There's a ladder up there. That's our way through this. Good job.
Watch out, Rook! Darkspawn!
Make this quick. We have to get through here. Hassan can help the fight.
Watch out, one more to go. Big one!
I see it. Never seen Darkspawn this bold. Unless there's a blight.
There's a blight.
The Wardens told you this?
I told them. But your first warden doesn't want our help.
He's a stubborn one.
Why does the Gloom Howler want the Griffins?
The real question's how it knows about them. Up until now, it only went after Wardens. Now it shows up here with a rabble of Darkspawn? These Griffins are a secret.
body over there, under the blight boil.
We better take a look. Damn it, it's Lancet! I want this thing's head on a pike.
What is that?
Made the gloom howl. Exploding darkspawn? What is this?
Like I said, this blight's different. Everything's wrong.
I can hear the other griffins. Let's get in there.
More griffins! We have to get them out of there.
Can't. Some kind of blood magic on these locks. It's okay. Heads up. We've got one more dark spot. Main load. Yellow you want. You're not taking these griffins. They're up there. Stormwind, I'll be back for you. Don't worry, Big Tooth. We'll get you out.
Their blood is mine. So it can talk.
I'll spill mine before that happens.
And I'll collect, Warden, on both of you.
No need to be nasty.
No one needs to spill anyone's blood. We just want the griffins. They were never yours. Mortal threats are a dull blade.
There are only 13 griffins alive in Thetis. That monster just took 12 of them.
What if we could help get them back?
I'd ask, what's the catch?
I need a monster hunter. For the Blight to end all blights.
The first warden agreed to this?
The first warden is wrong.
The first warden is wasting time, treating this like any other blight. We can't wait for him to take action.
Going against Weishaupt's orders?
I don't have a choice. There are powerful mages behind all this, and we have to hunt them down.
Well, you did save Hassan back there, so you're no lightweight. And if you can help get the other griffins back...
He likes the idea.
He's hoping you brought food. All right. Come on, Hassan. Let's get to know our new friends. So this is where you live, huh? In the Fade?
Yeah, it's cozy. And the gods can't find us here.
Right. Never going to get used to that.
We'll find you in Hassan a nice... What's wrong?
Everything's wrong. Treviso and Minrathis are both under attack.
Blighted dragons. 2 of them. 1 for each city.
Damn it. So the dragon at Demeter's Crossing wasn't the only one.
You got back just in time.
So let's get moving.
Then grab your gear and let's go.
Go where? We cannot be in 2 places at once. Treviso's a merchant city. It has no defenses, and the canals run everywhere. If we don't stop that dragon, people will die. Innocent people. My people. They either die right away from the dragon, or slowly after, from blight in the water. We need to go to Treviso.
And leave Minrathis to burn?
Nev.
You're a shadow, Dragon Rook. You know the Viper, Tarquin, every damn shadow. We'll fight to the end, but people will get hurt, or worse. And if we fail, the Venatori will take advantage and make a push for the throne, and hand the gods the entire Tevinter Empire.
Why would the gods move now? What kind of dragons are they?
Is there any chance we can...
Damn it! There's no time! It's my city. Our city. I need to be in Minrathis.
And I must go to Treviso. Go where you feel you must, Rook. We cannot wait.
What's our move, Rook?
We help.
We help Lucanus in Treviso. We have to trust that the Shadow Dragons can take care of things in Minrathis. That said, 2 of you should join Nev there. See if you can help. And we'll head to Treviso.
Understood.
Let's all try to make it through this alive, all right?
Listen, the dragon! The Antam brought it here somehow.
They're fighting crows and saying the dragon will break our meaningless resistance.
Bastards!
Worse than I thought. How do we fight this?
Someone has to stop it.
That dragon. Treviso can't take much more.
Rook, over here!
It's Taya, from the crows.
Rook, you're just in time. Where the dragon attacks, the Antam soon follow.
It is strong and fast. You must get its attention, then lure it onto the ground.
We'll figure out a way.
Drop your courage. We will need it.
Oh,
Despair, ignorance, mortal confusion. Yet this city offers nothing better than a pawn of the Dread Wolf.
Gillenane.
Your hatred could not stand against us ages past. He will not help you now. Give us the Dread Wolf's dagger.
Come get it.
Retrieve the knife and whatever else remains of these mortals.
Thanks, Davrin.
Oh, I don't think you like that. Ow! Oh, dear God. Oh, dear God. Wow, okay. Okay, come on now.
I'm ready. Tell me what you need.
Ouch!
On the job.
Leave me alone, leave me alone, leave me alone. Oh, dear God.
We have urgent need of your strength elsewhere. Come, return to me.
It's going!
That was a close one.
You fought it off.
If Gillenane hadn't called it away.
More travelers is safe. Sorry if I can't say the city.
It's more important that it stopped attacking the city.
Everyone with a home that still stands will agree.
That thing was tough. It'll be hard to put down for good.
What happened to Treviso would have been worse if you hadn't arrived when you did. I cannot imagine how much worse.
Still have to help with that dragon in Minrathous.
Let's go. We're here. What's the situation?
Where were you?
Treviso. The dragon...
This is your city. I thought... Forget it.
It was a hard decision.
I'm sorry, but I had to choose.
And you did. The Venatori took large parts of the city while we were fighting their dragon. We lost people. And Asher...
I'm fine.
You are not fine. He took a claw to the gut. A claw from a blighted dragon. Think about that.
The blight's in his blood. But that means...
a slow death.
You've brought nothing but trouble since you came back.
It's not Rook's fault. I chose to engage it.
Because he was going for a safe house. Because half of us were already dead.
I'm fine.
You are not fine. No one is fine.
Look, I'm sorry. I don't think there's anything you can do right now. I'm going to be here a while. You should
Just go.
Wow, I'm getting blamed. It was hard to dismiss it. What the heck?
Blighted dragons, darkspawn obeying the Venatori? Maybe Solus will know something.
The fires are lit.
If you want a more comfortable space, I'm sure there's empty rooms we haven't found yet.
I'd rather be somewhere I can smell soil and plants. Familiar, you know?
I do.
Oh, Rook! Good to see you. Irulan and Strife sent word. Some of the artifacts we have in storage are acting up. They need a hand to make sure they stay calmed. And don't rip a hole in reality. Anyways, we can go whenever you're ready.
What? You're hungry? I found a yam in the kitchen. Stubborn just means you'll starve.
Trouble settling in?
Doing the best I can. My job was to keep the Griffins safe, not fix their dinner.
I meant Hassan.
Oh. I guess we're both adjusting.
He's welcome here.
Well, a confused griffin should fit right in around here.
Appreciate it. There's no training manual for them anymore.
I guess we'll figure it out together.
Griffins don't trust easily. Lancet and Remy had to work to win them over. They said a warden and a griffin have to move as one. Think as one. They call it Turlin. Sort of unity. But now, they're both dead.
Why'd the Gloomhowler attack the Eyrie?
I intend to find out. First it stalks wardens. Now it's after the Griffins.
We'll find them.
Don't worry. You and I have a deal. We'll find them.
Appreciate that. Though it sounds like you've got your hands full around here.
Just a tad.
Elgarnon and Gillenane. Hard to believe.
Can't be easy hearing that your own gods are ending the world.
Elves have enough trouble. Don't need this on our heads too. But I have to say, killing a monster is one thing. Taking down the goddess of all monsters and the god of vengeance while you're at it?
It scares me.
I'm not blind. Keeps me awake at night.
Just making sure you know what you're in for.
We're all in for it.
Well, I've been in a staring contest with death most of my life. Haven't blinked yet. What? I told you. It's yams or nothing.
Or maybe you need a new menu.
That makes me sad how the little Cripples just getting so sad. I was like, oh, I just want to feed him now. Oh, that's a small space for a bed.
Rook, Ilario sent word. He's got intel on Zara. He wants to meet up. Fancy a trip to Treviso?
Sounds like fun.
Normally, my advice on befriending abominations would be don't. In this case, just keep an eye on him.
Okay. Before I meditate, I need to be right back. Oh wait, I'm back.
When last we spoke, you intended to assault the cruel and the corrupt, in hopes of finding servants of Elganan of Gillenane. Has your search been successful?
You could say that. It looks like both the Venatori and the Antom are working for Elganan and Gillenane.
Unsurprising. The Venatori want magical secrets, and the Antom want to destroy anyone opposing their brutal expansion. Both will readily bow to anyone who promises them power.
They're hurting people.
And they're using that power to hurt a lot of people. The Antom and the Venatori both have dragons doing their bidding.
Dragons? That is worse than I had feared.
Yeah. We drove off the one the Antom brought to Treviso. Barely.
Have you determined how the dragons are being directed? If it is blood magic, it may be possible to disrupt their control.
The dragons were blighted. We think that's what let the gods control them.
The blight. Of course.
The blight seems to be the gods' favored tool right now. We ran into Venatori who could control Darkspawn.
Elganan would not bestow such power unless the Darkspawn were to serve as the main force of his army. And I suspect Gillenane will see the Darkspawn as new subjects for her modifications.
We've already run into a few Darkspawn nobody has seen before. That's in addition to the blighted dragons.
That is the fate Elganan and Gillenane planned for this world then. Corruption and blighted slavery.
Instead of your fire demons.
Right. Everyone should be free and uncorrupted when your demons and raw magic kill them.
Do you truly believe my goal was to destroy this world?
I believe your goal, like you said, was to transfer the gods to a better prison. The one you're stuck in now. And you were willing to tear down the veil and destroy this world while you did so.
The veil is a wound I cut into the Fade in a moment of desperation, while making their prison. It should not exist. I had a host of spirits ready to help when the veil fell. They would have minimized the loss of life.
We didn't know.
We thought you were just bringing the veil down to destroy everything. If we'd have known.
Thousands would still have perished. Varric would never have agreed to such a plan.
Why would you agree to it?
The world is broken because of my past choices. It falls to me to heal it, even if that healing comes with a cost.
Spoken like a god.
I am not a god. I am as I have always been. A man, all too aware of his failings. But equally aware that if he did not act, accepting the judgment it would bring, all would be lost. They call me the Dread Wolf. What will they call you when this is over?
Whatever they want.
I don't care what they call me. If they're calling me anything, it means they're still alive. That's all that matters.
Acceptance. You are willing to face the consequences your actions may one day bring because the world needs you. I believe I can work with that. If the gods are using dragons, you will wish to find someone trained to fight them. Have you unlocked the Lighthouse Illuvian?
Yes, we found the crossroads. It's still confusing, though.
I cannot help you from in here. You may need to find an expert in the magic of the Fade. And if the Darkspawn are to be Elganan's army, you will need Grey Wardens to fight them.
I've got a few of them. Their leaders don't trust me right now, though.
I have faith in you, Rook. You seem to have a knack for gaining the cooperation of your adversaries.
So this elven god thinks we need a dragon hunter and a Fade expert.
He's right, about the dragon hunter at least. The shadow dragons did all they could. The dragon was just too much. The moment the dust settled, the Venatori rushed in. Guess they knew it was coming. Nev's staying for now. She said she'll be back soon. But at least you took care of yours.
We hurt it, but didn't kill it. The dragon flew off before we could put it down.
Treviso could have used a dragon hunter. That much is true.
We could have known.
That's hindsight talking. We didn't know a blighted dragon was coming or that we'd need someone who could take it down.
We should not forget the second dragon in Minrathus. We ought to see what we can do to help. However, there is no telling how long Nev will be helping the Shadow Dragons with the aftermath.
Hey, let's not get stuck in our regrets, all right?
Hang on a minute. Not only have you retained the services of a demon assassin, you're also taking advice from the elven god who attempted to tear down the veil.
Spite is my problem.
That's what they always say. Rook, Lucanus is one thing, but do you really trust this Solus?
He's been right about a lot of things. He knows how Elganon and Gillenane work. We need him.
As long as you're sure.
So, a Fade expert and a dragon hunter. I'll ask around about dragon hunters and see what turns up. Come talk to me in a bit.
And I've been corresponding with someone about the lighthouse's reverberative oscillations and the resulting dimensional peculiarities. Oh, sorry. Not relevant. I'll get a message through to a Fade expert immediately.
See, Rook? Nothing to worry about.
All right. We all know what to do. Let's get going.
Oh, lady. Ow, just bit my lip.
Okay, Balara. What's your lead on getting us a Fade expert for the team?
Good evening.
Greetings.
Rook! So, we need a Fade expert. I've been writing to a senior mage who fits the part. But right now, he's on an expedition, so I reached out to his colleagues to find him. This is Lady Myrna and Vorgoth. They're necromancers. Mournwatch ones, I mean.
Your friend's request for a Fade expert was urgent. How darksome are things outside Navarra?
Enough that we need help.
We've seen terrible magic. Old magic. It'll get worse unless we step up.
I see. Balara's correspondent is Professor Emmerich Volkarin, a Fade expert and powerful psychogol.
Where can I find him?
The professor is currently delving the shrouded halls in the Grand Necropolis. We will grant you passage to look for him. Where the dead. Lately, they grow restless.
So I put the word out for dragon hunters, and I've heard back about someone who might work. It's a woman named Tosh from a group of Ravani treasure hunters called the Lords of Fortune.
Sounds promising.
An agent for the Lords said that Tosh is working on a mission for them along the Ravane coast. If we help her, she'll be free to join us and fight any blighted dragons the gods throw our way.
What's happening in there?
What do you know about what's going on in Ravane right now?
Not much more than you do. Varric and I never went there while hunting Solus. The Kunari were on pretty good terms with Ravane, but that was before the Antam military broke away from the rest of the Qun. I wouldn't be surprised if the Antam invaded Ravane like they did Treviso and Eastern Tevinter.
All right. Guess we'll be ready.
I appreciate the help.
Thanks for finding a contact. There can't be that many professional dragon hunters around.
Time to find out if the crossroads can get us to an alluvion in that area. We'll head out whenever you're ready.
I'm cranking my kickstart and I'm getting tired. It's like, no, keep me up. Alrighty, so I think we're gonna start. What's this one? Find a way to. Hold on. Is this?
Occupied. The insult of it.
It's more than insulting.
Hang on.
The demon of Virantium, huh? And they called you that before, the demon.
Ah, you don't have that enchanted barbed arrow in your quiver because you think it's pretty.
It is, though, isn't it? The red shimmer is the enfeebling magic, and the spike tip is designed to splinter inside the target.
Very nice.
I thought you'd like that. I really hope I don't have to use it, though. Cost me a lot of gold.
That's why you only...
Of the one. Oh my god.
Come on. Ilario will meet us at Cafe Pietra. It's not that far from here. We have time before he arrives. I wouldn't mind looking around a while. The markets are running. Good. I need to get some things while we're here. Let's try here.
Monster bones, really?
For Hassan. Think of it as a bribe to stop him from chewing on the alluvium. Treviso. I barely had time to look around when we returned from the ossuary. And then there was the dragon.
You miss just being here, without the chaos?
I used to think it would never change.
A potted plant?
For Harding's garden. Spearmint is supposed to calm bad dreams. It's good in desserts, too.
So, you and Ilario are cousins?
Yes, but we're more like brothers. Katarina took us both in, a long time ago now. Here's the place. Bellara mentioned the daily seafood recipe she wants to make.
The demon of Virantium is grocery shopping for the team.
Have you seen what they eat? It's a miracle you didn't all starve before you hired me.
When we met, it didn't seem like Ilario and Katarina were close.
It was hard to be close to her, even for me, and I was her favorite. A good selection. Fresh fruit. Nev only eats fried fish. You'd think a detective would have discovered scurvy by now.
Is that everything on the list?
Yes, and Ilario should be here by now. Let's go before he gets himself in trouble.
You can't buy something for everyone but yourself. Here, this is for you.
A wyvern tooth dagger? I loved wyverns as a boy. Katarina would never let me have one of these, though.
Oh my gosh, what did I get myself into sometimes?
Cafe Pietra's just ahead.
That's where we're meeting your cousin? Why not the casino?
House Cantori has many talents. Making coffee is not one of them.
Finally. I thought you might leave me here all by my lonesome.
Please. You think I'd ever pass up Cafe Pietra's coffee?
You see, Rook, my cousin is all stomach and no heart.
Don't mind him. Ilario cannot appreciate anything but himself. They serve a specialty roast here, Andoral's breath. Bitter and sweet, like a kiss goodbye. You should try it.
You just described my dream cup of coffee. Nobody's listening. Should we get to business?
There's still the one at table 3.
She just left to follow the waitress.
So, you have something?
The crows I sent after Sarah have picked up her trail. They say she's gone to Varantium.
I don't but
I have a friend who's very good at finding people.
Katerina was first talent. This is crow business. We can handle it.
Apparently not. Your lead is no good, cousin.
You have better information?
We're compromised. There's no other way Sarah could even touch Katerina. You need your eyes here, in Antiva.
Sarah would never be foolish enough to stay. Not with you out for blood.
Of course she would. If the crows protecting her are here.
Rook, reason with him, would you? He's being paranoid.
I am not paranoid. She came after me. She came after Katerina. She will come for you too.
If it'll make you feel better, I'll clean house, all right? Leave this to me.
He's gone.
Of course he is. Ilario always caves under pressure.
He's not great at listening.
Your cousin only seems to hear about one word in 10.
He's always been this way. He hears what he wants to hear.
Like a kiss goodbye, huh?
Bitter and sweet, you called that blend? Like a kiss goodbye. So, what would a first kiss be?
Honey and lavender cream. Sweet. Intriguing. And you? How would you describe it?
I might need a reminder. I wouldn't want to know that they're all unique.
Every kiss is different.
Sometimes a unique pleasure should be just that.
That sounds like the voice of experience.
I've always thought that to live truly is to live fully. But even before I was captured, my life was not really my own. So much had been determined for me.
No work, no play.
You must have found time for a little trouble along the way. And if you didn't, I can find you some now.
We'll see. You don't know how much trouble I can handle yet. How's your coffee?
Dark, complex, and intriguing. Ready to head back to the lighthouse?
Almost.
Yes, Kobe, apparently I'm like... Sorry. Sorry, I'm just talking to myself. I don't know why I said that. Just ignore what I said, people. Just ignore what I fucking said. Sometimes I say random stuff. Okay,
Best place in the...
Okay, slow poisoned. Okay, where is my fast travel? This is fast travel. I want to see what they want, like they're, you know, while we're here.
Occupied.
I could have daggers in 100 necks by nightfall.
No doubt. But more necks would present themselves tomorrow.
I have other daggers.
Am I interrupting?
Forgive Thea. She gets testy when a contract is delayed.
That is out of characters.
Neither of you strike me as the bloodthirsty sort.
Our shared enemies deserve our worst.
You want help against the gods. We want Treviso free. We now think they may be the same problem. The occupation has a face. The Antam commander, Keith Lord Butcher Dathrata. But Viago thinks killing him outright is short-sighted.
The Butcher took the city suspiciously fast. Removing him is useless if someone else can repeat that, with the help of gods or something else. Despite it being the outcome, assassination is not about killing, it's about sending a message.
And what message would that be?
The Crows rule Antiva, and Treviso will be free.
Tell me about the Butcher.
Butcher Dothrata. What do you know about him?
The Antam army fractured, split among warlords, and he seems to have kept the most traditional discipline. And the rank and file like it. His numbers keep growing, but the Butcher himself is odd.
Odd how?
He gives daily speeches about how the occupation is somehow merciful. And the way he talks, it's familiar. It's like he thinks he belongs here. And I won't have it.
You're in charge? Antiva has a king.
And the power of a king is enforced by armies. Antiva has no army. It has the Crows.
There's a reason Antivan coins have portraits of guild leaders, not royalty. We're patriots. Crows can't field a battalion, but we protect our nation our way.
Sounds like you think the occupation wasn't just about force.
Cruel as the Butcher is, he didn't break the city with a siege. It was sudden and complete.
Like he had it all mapped. Where to march and what to close off to choke resistance.
He had inside information. Spies?
He had something.
And until we know what it was, killing him isn't the contract.
How can I help?
Helping the Crows helps everyone in the long run. What's the first step to your message?
We have a scout named Dareth. He said he was onto something the Butcher was hiding.
He was in the Drown district, so that's a place to start. Find our Crow and help with his contract.
Find your Crow? Then what?
We break this occupation. We craft the message one step at a time.
And when we finally assassinate the person who leashed Treviso, that death will tell everyone. The Crows rule Antiva, and Treviso will be free. I've noted the location of Dareth and his cousin, Jacobus, in the Drown district. They're always together. Jacobus will be eager to help. Perhaps too eager for one so young.
Can you blame him? We've all lost too much to this occupation.
journal. About seeing Venatori and Crow meeting spots.
Really?
Let's dig around some more.
How is training?
Fine. It's all fine.
Almost there.
The Demon of Virantium, huh? And they called you that before, the Demon.
Ah, you don't have that enchanted barbed arrow in your quiver because you think it's pretty.
It is, though, isn't it? The red shimmer is the enfeebling magic, and the spike tip is designed to splinter inside the target.
Very nice.
I thought you'd like that. I really hope I don't have to use it, though. Cost me a lot of gold.
That's why you only have the one.
Well, I only need one. Especially from this close.
Cafe later?
So I'm thinking I need to work on my sleep, because when I don't get sleep, I act like this. I say random names and I get so embarrassed. And it's like, what the heck? So I do apologize. When I get tired, my brain acts like that. Excuse me.
Why is this butcher always talking? He's got the city. What more does he want?
He was my cousin!
We got on.
What?
Don't worry, here at the Algo Centers.
You with Lucanus? Yes! Kill them! Kill the Antar! They killed...
That's done. Are you Jacobus?
Please, you have to finish Darrett's contract. It's about the butcher. My cousin was going to spy on the butcher. He told me we'd pick up the contract from a dead drop. But then... someone has to finish this for Darrett. Please.
We will take care of it. Go back to the diamond.
I will, just give me a minute.
We should see. That note said Dareth should pick up the contract at the usual place across from Teir and Viago. Just follow the marks.
There will be a trail of marks left by previous crows. It will lead us right to it.
I saw something like that on a wall we passed earlier.
Let's go look.
Oh, Jesus. Ah, I'm falling. I need to stop doing that.
A crow mark. Perfectly thrown.
That's got to be Dareth's trail. Keep an eye out. Another mark this way.
Not even an army stops the Treviso mark.
Here's another crow mark.
Thea told me you were fearless. Threatening the demon of Virantium to his face certainly proves it.
You know, it's actually the opposite. I'm afraid of what you are.
I'm brutally honest. She didn't mention that part.
I've seen demons. I know how they can corrupt. I know it won't even be your fault if it happens.
Our next crow mark.
What were we talking about?
I've seen demons.
This is where the marks lead. Darrett's contract must be here somewhere. The butcher is making poison. Comic.
The poison that destroys your mind? That comic?
If I were the butcher, it'd be a good way to keep people in line.
We cannot let the butcher unleash this on Treviso.
He won't. The Anton brought in a comic master to mix the poison. He's at the garrison. We stop him there before this goes any further. Don't look down.
I look down.
I'll come around soon.
Take him out! Quick!
We're in. Let's find the comic master.
I command you to ignore traitors.
Trouble ahead.
You cannot forbid the crows!
Dagger to the face!
Oh, my arm.
I can smell you, an outsider. Test my gift. I am will made flesh, so much flesh.
See that? Bad guys.
Finally, the fight the butcher denied has Come to me! You prove my worth!
I'm here on behalf of the crows, poisoner.
Poison? You missed the gift commander!
It's done. The Karmic Master's dead.
Good. That's good.
First things first. Let's destroy the rest of the poison. Then we figure out what was going on here. That's the last of the poison, thankfully. Let's look for anything else that explains what's happening. Wait. This note says that wasn't all the Carmack. The butcher's angry because some went missing.
What? Who stole it?
No idea. But the note does mention the butcher's inside traitor. The occupation had help. Tyr and Viago need to know they were right.
First, I want to see if I can collect anything in this room. Nope, I guess not.
Are you out of your minds? I told you crows to stay out of this!
Out of what? Defending our home?
If we had a stronger civil government instead of a bunch of circus criminals, the Antam wouldn't have a foothold in the first place!
Wow. Who is this fool?
Who is this?
This is Governor Ivenchi. They have concerns.
My concern is how you've endangered the city.
We're defending Antiva.
These protections are in place for the good of everyone. You act without oversight.
We crows are the oversight.
And yet, here we are, awash in Antam. And now, you've angered the butcher.
He isn't the only enemy.
We have other enemies too. The gods are involved, corrupting some Antam, making them monsters.
And the butcher?
You two were right. He had help taking the city. Human traitors.
I didn't want to believe it. Killing the butcher does nothing if someone could just sell us out again.
I'd start right here. You Talons are known for infighting and betrayal.
You're accusing them? One of their crows died for this contract.
That's enough. Rook, thank you for finishing that contract. The only reward we have is to ask you for more.
I won't abandon my allies.
We're allies. Of course I'll help.
Ivenchi is right about one thing. The butcher will not like that we're fighting back.
We need to be ready. Rook, I will have every crow tracking this traitor and the gods, and we will send word when we find something.
The stakes are too high. This should be left to proper officials.
Go back to filing trade receipts, Ivenchi. The crows rule Antiva.
And Treviso will be free. With or without you, Governor. There's an interesting letter there, Rook.
Okay, let's go back to the townhouse.
What does spirits spend money on? Never mind. What do you have?
Onward, dweller.
Wait. The lyrium dagger's vibrating like a song in a wine glass. Are those voices?
Hey, Rook. Quite a collection, huh?
Yep.
Strength earns mastery.
Okay, there we go. Now we're gonna do this request. I'll probably be live later. I don't know. I'm just getting like tired, and my Kickstarter supposed to keep me awake a little bit. And I like need to charge my phone. It's at 92% too. I don't know if I want to keep going or whatever. And I need to get sleep soon too, so that's the thing. But anyways, yeah. I'm just gonna save this game onto YouTube. and then go back to main menu. Please ignore when I said a name. When I get tired and I'm trying to be hyper at the same time, my brain doesn't cooperate with me sometimes, so I didn't mean to say, you know, that name. So if you heard me say that, please ignore it. Please, because I really don't want to delete this live and try again, because you can't really restart these missions over. So please ignore it. I hope you guys have a great night. It's last day, and I'll try to go live later, but I think for now I'm just gonna have my mic off, muted, period, so I can just say things